Hello guys. So guys, in today's video we are going to see how can we create tables in HTML. So it is pretty straightforward and easy. So guys, you can see how a table looks like in HTML when we will create it on the screen. This will look something like this, and we are going to create the same table in HTML. So guys, let's get started. But before that, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and make sure to check this playlist on HTML full course on my channel. Let's go to our code editor and let's create a new file called as tut12.html, and then here what I will do is I will write the boilerplate code, and then I will write in the title as HTML tables. Okay, saving it. Now in order to create a table, I will need a tag called as table. Okay, there is a tag table with the help of which we can create a table. Now in table there are two sections, if you will notice carefully. One is this heading part, right, which is in bold, and one remaining else which is in body part. So what we call this one as table heading and then this one as table body. Okay, so there are two tags that we have: t head, which will be used for mentioning the headings, and then t body, which will be for the body part. Now let's create the heading part first of all. So in order to create the heading part, what I will do is I will create table row. Okay, it will have, see, heading has how many rows? It has one row, and in that two entries are there. So for two entries I am going to write th, which stands for table heading. Okay, and then again one more th, and here I am going to write the titles whichever I want in my table. So name and skill set I will mention. Okay, so name, and then here I will mention skill set. Let's open this page with live server and see how it is looking so far. So see guys, so far we have achieved this much. Okay, let's achieve more. So now in the body part also we want two lines. Okay, so for that I will write two table rows, first one and then one more. Okay, so this is now two rows we want. Now in the first row what we want two things. First is our name and then the skill set. So how can we write it? Now guys, notice here that here I will use the tag td, which stands for table data, because if I will use th, the title will be in bold or the text will be in bold. Okay, bold. I don't want the text to be in bold, so I am using td, which stands for table data, and the first data I want it as Rahul, and then the next one I want it as the skill set, which is front end. Let's save and see. See, so far it is looking this much. Okay, let's create one more entry in the second table row that we have created. So here we will write table data, first one as Ram, and then one more table data which will have skill set as backend. Okay, saving it. See, now we have got the complete table, but you might notice that in the table which I showed you earlier there was this boundaries. How can you put the boundaries, right? So if you want to put the boundaries, you have to go to the table tag, and then there is an attribute called as border, and if you will set it as 1, which means all the borders will show. So see guys, now the borders are showing perfectly, and now our table is created properly. So in this way you can add more, like like for example, if you want one more column to be there, so what you will do is you will write th and then roll number. Okay, roll number, saving it. So it will create one more column. Now two more entries in that. So what you can do, one more first data here as roll number 1, and then second data over here as roll number 2. So in this way you can create more columns also and more rows also. Okay, so guys, I hope you have understood how can you create tables. It is pretty straightforward. I will be leaving the link of this code in the description box, so make sure you code it yourself. So guys, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.